You want to know what's going on? Let me tell you the story of Rayman. In Rayman's world, nature and people live together in peace. The Great Protoon provides and maintains the harmony and balance in the world. Sorry, folks, this apparently can't last. One fateful day, the evil Mr. Dark steals the Great Protoon and defeats Batilla the Fairy as she tries to protect it. The Electoons who used to gravitate all around it lose their natural stability and scatter all over the world. Troublesome, isn't it?
And untidy too.
In this now unbalanced world, strange phenomena begin to occur. Freaks and hostile characters appear, capturing every Electoon they can find. They definitely need a hero to save them now!
Don't you think?
Rayman to the rescue!
No problem.
Go and free the Electoons, Rayman, and bring back the Great Protoon from its mysterious kidnapper. But will the bad guys let him do it?
Hello, welcome to Rayman 1. I'm doing this because I saw a video with over a million subscribers on YouTube, and they absolutely sucked the game, and it made me so annoyed that I wanted to play it myself and make a video about it. So this isn't the 30th anniversary version of Rayman 1, this is the original PS1 version. So it's got the original soundtrack. I'm not gonna play for like a huge amount of time, so I'm not too bothered about saving the game. I'm only gonna really play this, I guess, until I get bored of playing it. I really wanted to play this for a bit. Usually I sort of stop playing it around the same place every time, which is sort of in Bandland, maybe towards the end of Bandland. But I did get pretty far into this game a few months ago. I was playing this on my Steam Deck, and I managed to get pretty far, but I've never completed this game because I just cannot be bothered to. But everything that you can, like, the levels that you can play up until, I don't know, a certain point, like, I'm usually pretty fine at. I don't really have an issue playing this game. It's just a platforming later in the game that gets ridiculous, and I just don't have the patience for it. But usually it's much later. Hello? There we go. So I've had this game for a long time. I've played this game years. Like I had this when it originally came out on PS1. So I've had so much experience with this game. The reason that it bothered me with the guy that that made the video on this game, there wasn't commentary or anything. It was labeled as 100% playthrough, full playthrough of the game, and the man didn't even bother to learn how to play the game before he started recording. It's just like, oh, it's a new game, I'm gonna record it, and I'm gonna be first to get videos out on YouTube about it. It's like, man, learn to play the game before you decide to publish something. I don't know. I'm not the one to talk. I've absolutely probably done worse in the past. Like getting the names of Pokemon wrong. I'm never gonna live that down. Absolute moron when it comes to that. So there's a really interesting thing about the 30th anniversary version of this game, now that it's out. The soundtrack is... there we go. The soundtrack has been recomposed. I believe it's by the same person that composed the soundtrack for Rayman Origins and... what was the other one? Blah. I've only played Rayman Origins. I don't remember what the other one is. We can't do that yet. Yay. But apparently it has something to do with a licensing issue because the original composer of Rayman 1 passed away. So it's... I believe that's the reason they had to recompose the soundtrack. I'm not really sure. But I'm sure that they could have come to some sort of agreement or compromise or something about the soundtrack if there was licensing issues. But even then, surely Ubisoft should be the owner of the soundtrack, not the original composer. Like, yeah, they composed the soundtrack, but I mean, surely it's owned by Ubisoft, right? I guess it depends on how the contract was laid out and how it was put together, but I don't know. I just think that it's interesting that they recomposed the soundtrack, and for some parts they didn't even use the original soundtrack either. They just made whole new pieces of music. Like this piece of music isn't even in the original game. Wait, no, this piece of music isn't in the 30th anniversary version. There we go. And I just find that funny. I just find it weird that they, instead of just remixing the pieces of music that exist, because they did it with some of the pieces of music. Oops. But for some reason, with other pieces of music, they just scrapped them and got rid of them. I just find it really weird. Hello? I mean, it would have been nice to have had the original soundtracks. Like, even if they didn't keep the original ones, maybe they could have just recomposed them. I think that would have been better than having the composer for Rayman Origins and the other one. I always forget the name of the other one, I don't know why. Go away. I just feel like that would have been better, honestly, to have done that instead of just making new pieces of music, because I really like this piece of music. I feel like it fits the atmosphere of this part of the stage really well. But it's just not here anymore. And apart from that, I just find it really weird that they have, like, the Atari Jaguar version, the DOS version, and the PS1 version of this game. And none of them have their original soundtracks. I just find it really weird. I don't know. The remaster, well, the port is just really weird. I don't know how to feel about the port, in all honesty. Like, I think it's fine. That's gonna fall on his head. Go away. I think that it's fine. But I feel like they could have done more with it, honestly. I really do feel like they could have done a bit more. But it's like less than £20. So I guess it is what it is. Oh, hello. But they definitely could have done more. They could have reworked the sprite work, or they could have had the original version. Well, like the PS1 version, or the DOS version, or the Saturn version, or the Jaguar version, or whatever. Like, they could have kept it there. I might really struggle this one. I kind of suck at this one specifically. They could have kept the original versions of the game there, but then had like a remastered version with new parallax or new backgrounds or new sprite work or something. But I just feel like they kind of did the absolute minimum with this game. Importing it. No. Get it. There we go. Yay. But yeah, I don't know. I think that it's really cool that Rayman 1 is getting some attention and some love for like the 30th anniversary of Rayman. I still think they could have done more with the game instead of just releasing it as it was. They added widescreen to the game, which is useful, because then you can actually see things a bit better instead of relying on the way that the camera works in this game. because the camera doesn't... I don't like how the camera works in this game. The way that it swings around, it's very, it's a bit disorienting. Especially if you're moving backwards and forwards on a platform and then the camera moves with you. I just think that it's really weird. I don't like it so much. But maybe that's just my opinion. But this game is dumb anyway. This game just gets stupidly hard at some points. So even if the camera wasn't the way it was, like now, look at this. Look at the way the camera's just flying around. But yeah, even if the camera didn't do that, it wouldn't help with the game being difficult. It's just a very difficult game. Go away. I find it interesting there's a lot of difficult first games on the PS1. I don't feel like there's a lot of like really difficult games before this from like the Super Nintendo or something, but I feel like for some reason the PS1 era just for some reason got a bunch of difficult games for their first game in the franchise. I don't know. I don't know why this game had to be so difficult. But there was another game that I was thinking of where it had a really difficult first game as well. And then the other ones weren't so bad. Yeah, this game is just silly. Much later in the game, you got issues with things like platforming and enemy placement, object placement. There we go. Go away. So you got issues with that. The camera doesn't really help. Come on. You can bonk this guy. Kind of just wanted to concentrate on this fight, honestly. Come on. Oh, there he is. There we go. We win. So yeah, the level design is kind of stupid in this game. Platforms are in a weird space. You got spikes in weird places, enemy placements in a weird, like just done really weird. You got differences between different versions of the game as well. So the Atari Jaguar version came out first, but then there's a lot of differences between that version and this version, where they intentionally made the game more difficult with more spikes and stuff with later versions of the game. So the Jaguar version actually is actually the easiest one from what I could gather. Go, go, go. But I just found that really weird that they intentionally went out of their way to go back and make the game intentionally harder just for no reason at all. There we go. So yeah, there'll be parts of the game that would have been much easier to get through originally, but then for some reason this one is just... Hello? Oh, never mind. It's just harder. Okay, we'll go this way. Lovely. I'm glad it doesn't go any faster than that. It's kind of difficult to keep up with. But I have a really soft spot for this game, even though it is really difficult and I've never completed it. I really love this game. I find it so nice and relaxing to play. Obviously until a certain point. But it's just one of those games that had so many good childhood memories from growing up. Where I don't know, I really enjoyed this game. And it's just nice to go back and play it every now and then, even if I suck at it. it's just nice to replay it. I kind of want to 100% this one quick. We got the ledge grab, so now we can do more things. I don't think there's anything here to do, so we'll just have to quickly run through it. What I was talking about getting a new upgrade, power up. The further you go in the game, the more power ups you get. So you got the glide that Rayman is most known for with his hair, where his hair turns into a helicopter. You can run if you press triangle, circle, then you can like you can taunt. That actually affects some enemies where it like spooks them. Okay. Go away. I feel like the early game has so much polish. It's such a pleasant game. It looks nice, it sounds nice, has a good soundtrack. I like the sound design. Go away. I love how the game feels. Like you can land and then just instantly jump again. There's no like cooldown frames or anything. You can throw your fist whenever you want to. You don't have to worry about cooldown from landing. So you can just do that whenever you want, and it makes it so much more. I don't know. It makes the game so snappy and responsive, and I think that's why I like this game so much, because it's just like so on point with what you want to do. The only thing I think I don't really like about this game is the lums that you have to catch on to, the hookies. Let's spook him. No, his hat fell on his eyes, he couldn't see. Hello? There we go. Bye bye. I love that summon you can do. It's so dumb. Hoppla. But I think my favorite thing about this game, two of my favorite things, the way the game looks and the soundtrack as well. Like I would have really loved to have seen this game get fully remade, because I feel like the environments in this game would have been so beautiful. Honestly, the original game, you can see it now, like it looks lovely. The pixel art of the game looks so good. I feel like if they stylized, if they remade it and then stylized it, I feel like it would look amazing. I really do. But it's just a shame, because I don't think that Ubisoft would want to. But they've released this version where they had to put like minimum effort into releasing it, and I don't think they're gonna do anything else with Rayman 1 like ever again. Maybe at some point in the future, but now that for now I don't think they're gonna do anything. And they've pleased the fans by re-releasing Rayman 1 at least. But I just think that, yeah, I don't think that they're ever really gonna do anything. It would have been nice to have seen this in Rayman Origins style, but I don't see it happening anytime soon. I don't see even like some sort of remake happening. Something that would have been cool is to have seen a sequel to this version of Rayman specifically, not Rayman 2, like The Great Escape. I mean like a version of this. Or like a game that takes the environments of this game as inspiration and then makes like a new Rayman game out of it. Because there was supposed to be a Rayman game that had some environments from Rayman 1, but it got scrapped, and it's a shame. Because it reused some designs from like the Bandland stage. Go away! Just want to try and... No? There we go. I'm gonna get it! Yeah! And I think it would have been really cool if they actually followed through with that sequel that they wanted to make, or that was put forward to them. Because it's I don't know. I feel like Rayman 1 just has so many really unique designs, and it's such a... I really think that it's a very unique looking game. That, I don't know, it feels like a shame that the game hasn't really had anything else done with it, or any other like attention put forward to it. Come on. Go away. There we go. I feel like, in a way, I feel like Ubisoft has kind of just wanted to ignore this game. Because they haven't really done anything with it since, like, the Game Boy Advance version of Rayman 1. Bonk. There we go. But it just makes me think, because they haven't done anything with Rayman 1 for what, like 20 years now? Since the Game Boy Advance version came out? Which, in my opinion, is the worst version of this game. If you ever listen to the soundtrack, I don't know what the 30th anniversary soundtrack is like, but if you listen to the soundtrack of Rayman Advance, it sucks. It's so bad. It's so ear-piercing, and it just sounds awful. Actually, no. I lied. There was a DSi version of Rayman 1 that was released on the DS. I think that might have been the last version of Rayman 1 that was released. And I'm not talking about like a PlayStation Plus version or something being released, because that's just a re-release of like the PS1 version. I'm gonna suck at this. Usually I don't bother doing these because they I don't know, I'm not interested. Usually I don't do them because I just don't want to deal with, I don't know, doing them. So I usually just ignore them. If I run out of lives, then it is what it is. I'll just reload a save or something. Let's go. But the Rayman Advance version of this game is like, the worst thing about that version of the game is the fact that the camera is so insanely zoomed in. It's really hard to see. It's kind of awful. It's really uncomfortable to play because you genuinely cannot see what's coming up. It just kind of sucks. Let's go to Band Land. So there's an enemy in this stage that that I've always had problems with, and it's nice to see that it's not just me that's had problems with it. Because the guy that I saw the video of was also struggling with this guy, and it's the weird green fella. So yeah, I don't know if it's just me, but this guy, I never really understood how they work, because it feels like they can deflect attacks, so it makes them a bit annoying to have to deal with. It's just a really annoying enemy. Kind of surprised that it is so difficult to have to deal with. Donk. I think this is also my favourite piece of music in the game as well. It's so upbeat and lively. Go. Okay. There's also this version of the... Well, there's also this piece of music. Come on. From the 30th anniversary edition. That's just been... It's been completely reworked. You can tell it's the same piece of music, but it's been reworked where it doesn't sound the same. And I really like the version from this game because it sounds like the band is sort of falling apart, like there's something disjointed about it. But I don't feel like it's the same, like it has the same sort of feeling in the 30th anniversary version. Like, I don't know. I don't want to keep complaining about the soundtrack from that game, but I feel like they must have put so much effort into making the soundtrack and trying to make it sound good. But it just doesn't sound Rayman 1-y at all. Like, it doesn't feel like it fits. It sounds too... I don't know. Not to sound really weird, but I feel like it sounds too high quality to be in the game. I don't know if that's a weird thing to say. There we go. But yeah, I don't know. Trying to... Hello? There we go. I want to do this. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. I just find it really, like, not Rayman-y. Not Rayman 1-y. Sure, I'm sure it will be fine as like a Rayman Origins soundtrack. Rayman Legends is the other one. Guys, it took me like nearly half an hour to think of the name of the other game. Oh, I could just jump over them. I feel like the soundtrack, sure, I'm sure it would be fine in like that game. But I just feel like it's... I just don't feel like it's a Rayman 1 soundtrack. In the nicest way possible. I don't know, it's just my opinion. Like, I'm sure that, like... Maybe I'm just being a purist. Like an annoying purist. Maybe that's my issue. Up you get. Donk him. I always suck at this specific jump as well. There we go. The amount of times I played this game, even after all of the years of playing it, and I still mess it up. Let me get that as well. Yeah. I never understood how you get up there. I've also never bothered to 100% this game either, so I don't know where all of the cages are. Even in some of the stages, like early on, I don't know where they all are, so I just genuinely don't really... Oops. I generally don't try to 100% stages when I play through them. They're also too long for me to want to at some points. So I'd rather just play the game however I want, like casually. Uppala. Something I'm really worried about with this game is if Ubisoft gauges the success of this, of like the 30th anniversary, on whether or not to continue Rayman. And I think that's a really weird way of looking at it, but like games companies have gotten so weird recently. And Ubisoft has always been weird. Like, I don't remember the last time they released something sort of like, I don't know, casual, that wasn't like a Far Cry or something. But I don't know, it would be nice to just have like another Rayman game again. There hasn't been a Rayman game for years, since Rayman Legends came out. And yoop, this way. Is it this way? No, no, don't get stuck. Because like, the thing is, the thing that I think mainly killed Rayman initially was actually... Oh, this thing's annoying. There we go. I think the thing that killed Rayman initially was the rabbids. Origins and Legends, I think, both performed really well. But I think that Rabbids just left a really sour taste in people's mouths. And I think that's the reason why so many people just don't... I don't know. Just don't... I don't know, like that specific era of Rayman. Because it just wasn't very good, but it was just because of the rabbits. I don't know if that's my opinion. But I feel like everyone just was so tired of Rayman at that point because of rabbits. And I think that Ubisoft is so focused on the success of Rayman 2 as well. I'm surprised there hasn't been like a Rayman 2 remake. Or a Rayman 2 port or something. Because there was a point where they were like pumping out versions of Rayman 2, like, I don't know, every other year or something. There was a point where every single platform had a version of Rayman 2 on it. No? Okay. Yeah, I don't know, I'd love to see that game get like a full remake instead of like a weird remake, or like ports of the original, or like different ports of the same game in a bundle. But after what they did with like the 30th anniversary, I wouldn't be surprised if they just bundled a bunch of ports together and then called it a day. Or just ported like the DOS version of the game. Oh. Okay. Just gonna ignore these guys actually. Run. Is there something here? Don't remember. Let's leave. Yay. I like that stage with the darkness and the thunder. I think it's really cool. I hate this one. I think I might end up dying at some point in this stage. Stage is just kind of annoying to deal with. I'm also not going to deal with the cages anymore, I don't think. There we go. I think one of the cages in this stage has to do with the shrink thing, where you have to go back through the beginning of the stage to get the cage and then go back through the stage while you're still small. No. I don't want to die. I'll lose my fist. Come on. There we go. Yes. I love this piece of music. It's so good. I don't know. I can't be bothered to deal with that. It's good this way. I'm so lazy. There was a point where I would just listen to the yeah, I'm gonna die now. Go away. I'm gonna have to like really focus on this now. I did try learning this drum solo as well at one point. I thought it was really cool and I wanted to learn it. There hasn't been health for ages. There's health. I think it's really cool. I really like this drum solo. I can do like I can do most of it. It's gonna sound very I don't know, egocentric, but I can do most of this. I'm not going the right way, am I? No, I'm not going the right way. I can play this good. Maybe I can't play it good. I don't know. Bye bye. No, okay. Are you not gonna shoot? Hello. Ooh. There we go. Lovely. I don't know if that piece of music's in the 30th anniversary version of this game. I don't know how you could copyright a drum solo. Maybe that's just me. I think I'm gonna do like one more stage and then I'm gonna stop recording. I'll do Mosquito's Nest. And then I think I'll end it. Because I feel like I've already talked about most or like everything I really want to talk about this game and the 30th anniversary version of this game. And again, I think that the 30th anniversary version of this game is like fine. Oh, I died. Look at me go. I think the 30th anniversary version of this game is fine. But again, I just feel like they could have done so much more with it. Like, I don't want to be so negative, but I feel like with the 30th anniversary, the only thing different between me emulating it and playing it is the soundtrack. Otherwise, there's no reason for me to want to even buy that game. It's literally just a repackaged version of the game, and I don't see a reason for me to want to buy it. Because it just seems like the original game, like, repackaged. And I'm not overly interested in that. I feel like it would have been nice if this game had more treatment towards it. Go that way. Again, I just feel like this game it could have had so much more done with it instead of just porting it. I feel like it needed more than that. Oops. Stonk. There we go. I don't know. Ubisoft is just, again, they're just really weird lately, and I'm not surprised that they ended up doing something. What the fuck is that? Go away! There we go. I don't know what the fuck this thing is. I forgot it was there. Yeah, again, Ubisoft just isn't like... It's just weird at the moment, the way Ubisoft is. I think they ended up actually passing development of this, like the port, onto another company, so they didn't actually do it themselves. But I don't know. I'm still just a bit disappointed. Whoops. It would have been so nice to have had more done with this game. Like I said earlier, it would have been so nice if this game had like a new coat of paint, or if it was remade in the Origins and Legends style. And I just feel like it's such a missed opportunity to have not done that with this. I don't want to go after that. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just like really bitter, or maybe I just really want something that I know I won't ever get, so I'm sad about it. Go away. I want to get rid of that guy, he's annoying. There we go. Stonk. But I don't know. I guess it would be interesting to hear what other people's thoughts are on the 30th anniversary. I know that everyone's main complaint with the game is just the soundtrack. And again, I don't think that it's like the worst thing in the world. I just think that it could have been... Oops. I just think that it could have been more sounding like the original. Because it just doesn't sound right. Like, it sounds too polished for it to be a Rayman 1 soundtrack. Too polished and too modern to be a version of this. If they wanted to remake the soundtrack, or if they needed to, then I would have just rather have had a full remake of the game, in all honesty. In like this style of Origins. I feel like I would have been a lot happier with that, instead of what we got. I'm not bothering with that. Oh, forgot about that. I might actually die here again. I don't remember this so much. Also, why is he doing that? I thought we were friends now. I wish I watched glow bugs. There's no glow bugs in this game. Yay. I really like this piece of music as well because it sounds like there's so much, I don't know, it sounds so intense and like impending. Yeah, I'm gonna die here. Run. Come on. No! Oh. That stupid little thing. Come on. I always felt like a little face down there. Ugh. Okay. Big focus. I think it's just this stage. And then the boss afterwards, I think. So I just need to try and focus and get through this. It's closer. So yeah, not only do you have like half the screen to deal with, but he also just gets a lot faster. No, why? It's so hard to get away from it. Come on. I don't know how I hit it last time. There we go. Easy clap. Easy peasy. When you realize how snappy and responsive this game is, I feel like it's a lot easier to, I don't know, to take more risks and be more, I don't know, just be a bit more crazy with what you do. Yay. Okay, I think we got the boss now. Yeah. Oh, it's this piece of music. Boogity boogity boo. Oh, I remember this fight. I'm probably going to die here as well, actually. This might take me a few tries to do. Because this isn't like the first one. This is a lot more involved. There's more steps to it. I just need to remember what the other one does, because there's a third big berry thing that it carries. Just need to remember to be patient. Was it? I could have bonked him before. Come on! Fight me! But yeah, that's just the main thing. I just really need to be patient with this fight. Otherwise I'm just gonna mess it up and die. There we go. Oh, it's this. Okay, I should be fine. If I just don't stress and I remember how to do things, like how to avoid things properly, then I should be fine. There we go. I got a schnoz. I should be fine. Should be fine. Stonk. Whoops. I feel like the deaths that I've had so far have just... I feel like they've mainly been my fault for not paying attention and playing properly. I think the only thing that was weird was that little purple guy on the platform that made me die earlier. I feel like it's the only reason I have died, because it wasn't my fault. I feel like it was just really bad timing with his walking pattern and where I was. Come on, one more donk. I feel like you can hit him while he's going along the floor, but I'm not sure how to get the timing down. Hoopla! It's such a lovely game. He's so happy, look at him. Now the thing is dead. The mosquito's dead. Oh look, you get the thing now. Yay. Now you can do even more things, kind of, in a way. He spat on me. Filthy beggar. Get out if it with you. Yeah, you better leave. Call my lawyer. Yeah. I had an audio glitch a long time ago where that sound had like broken and it sounded awful and it scared me and I didn't understand what was going on and I freaked out. But yeah, that's all I'm going to do for this video on Rayman 1. I never finished this game, I never play it all the way through, so I think this is as far as I'm going to get for now. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like and subscribe, it does help with the channel a lot, and until next time, thank you very much for watching, and ta-ta!